this is Mike with Riding in the Ozarks, and today I'm going to explain why I bought this DR650. Well, when I say explain, I'm going to show you, because this is video, so after all, I should show you what it's all about. So, I'm taking you someplace special, someplace that has a lot of meaning for me. We're going to what my family refers to as the place. So, what's the place? Well, it's our place. Hi, puppy. You were a little late. My grandfather bought a piece of property before I was born. I assume it was before I was born. I had it all as long as I can remember. It's 60 acres out in the woods, back off miles from, any city or town. There are some houses out in the area and stuff, but our property is actually about 3/4 of a mile off of the pavement down a trail road. Now, we've been working on the road the last couple of years, and you can get a truck in it now. It used to be four-wheel drive, Jeep, four-wheeler kind of country, but we've been working on the road and the brush and some of that, and I could actually drive my truck up in there now if I wanted to. That's where we're going, and I'll show you why I love that piece of property. There's no electric on it, no houses on it, no structures on it at all anymore. There was a cabin that when I was a kid it had fallen down already. I don't ever remember it being standing, but that's all gone. I don't even know if you can find the remnants of it anymore. And no electric on it. Like I said, there is a pond. We can fish on there if we want, hunt on it if we want, or we can just go out there and camp and get away from it all. And I don't know. That's kind of what I've been working on, getting the place cleaned up and stuff, and making it a place where I could take a weekend and just go unplug. There's barely any cell phone service there, and just go out, maybe fish a little, hike a little, take a nap, drink a bottle of whiskey next to a campfire, and go to bed.
This used to be a hell of a good country.
This is what I was talking about, our road in. This is the road. Looks like a road, don't it? I told you, it was a dirt road. Now, it's amazing how much better shape this road is in than it was, 5 years ago. We've really worked on trimming all this back and got it to where we can run a lawnmower through here now. So we're not on our property, actually. We're on our easement. This road is an easement. We don't own it, but we have the right to maintain it so that we can have ingress, egress to our property. And this may not look very steep in the video, but it's a little steep with all these leaves on. It's hard to tell where those big rocks are. You really don't want to roll over the top of one of them and have them roll out underneath you and you not be ready. So I picked a path over here on the left where I can see through the leaves a little better. Squirrel! I've seen owls and deer and turkey out here. Turkey and deer are not uncommon at all. The owl was a little uncommon in the middle of the day. He was right up here a while back. I might have a picture of him. Now you're starting to see why I bought a DR. Definitely not Harley territory, huh? Now we are on our property. We just crossed the line right back there. So we have 60 acres out here. We're kind of running down one edge of it. Most of it goes off that way. Back up there is where that old cabin is. There's a creek, Wet Weather Creek in here. It runs down to the Gasconade River. We're only a couple miles from the river itself. And that's where this old road leads to. And that's where we used to have problems that people would be coming in from the other end and they'd come jeeping up through here. Of course, I said this road wasn't that good back then. Let me give you a little tour. So, I had something set up there. It's kind of fallen down. But from there to another point up here is about 270 yards. Might have to trim a little bit of brush to get a clear shot, but you know what 270 yards is good for? It's good for long range target shooting. See that? That looks like a table with chairs. And from there to right up there where that is no longer mowed, and you can see them 2x4s maybe. Probably take you up there to see them better. That's about 90 yards. So, we'll show you. Yeah. We hang steel targets right there, and that's at about 90 yards from that table. And that's for open sights. That's for practicing with open sights, really. It's not much of a challenge with the scope at 90 yards unless they're small targets. And I'll bet you some of you know what these are for. And that's for self-defense range. 7 yards, 10 yards, that kind of practice. Now, don't get too far to the right there because she drops off pretty hard. And like I said, from that table to where those 2x4s are falling down right there, 270 yards. Right up here is where we used to camp when I was a kid and come out here, and where we will camp in the future. There's the fire pit. There's the table that needs straightened still. And there's the showpiece, the pond. Ta-da! All right, guys. Well, this is the place I was telling you about. This is where we used to camp when I was a kid and get up in the morning and go deer hunting, fishing. I learned to shoot skeet out here with my grandpa when I was a little kid. So it's got a special place in my heart. It's probably not that special to a lot of you. I'm sure a lot of you have nice places of your own. But this is my place. So it means something to me and my family, and I like coming out here and getting away from everything, and it's kind of nice that it's so far out of touch. We're 10, 12 miles from town, mile off the road, and it's pretty damn peaceful out here. That's pretty damn nice sometimes, you know what I mean? No hell you're going to be able to see that with the sun setting across it. Now, I know some of you may get offended by the title, why I bought a DR650 for this. Because you're saying, oh, you could have used a Jeep, or you could have used a four-wheeler, or you could have used a a different kind of dirt bike. Why the DR650? Yeah. Well, I bought the DR650 because I got a find on it. I was looking for a dual purpose bike. When I did my research, everybody said it was indestructible. I mean, you know, there's a reason they haven't changed the design in all these years. You know, a few tweaks here and there, but you know, I don't know. I was never a Suzuki fan. It's not like I'm a Suzuki fanboy, but the price was right. It was a great bike, a great buy, and all the research says it's a good bike for what I want to do. Now, we're gonna put some more bags on it, brush guard. Let's see, what else do we have planned for it? A few other little surprises we'll show you in the video, and hand guard, you know, protectors, that kind of stuff, brush protectors. So we got a few things we're going to do to it. I'm set it up to make it a little more long trip friendly. I'm going to have to do something about that seat for long trips though. My ass is going to hurt. I'm going to have to buy me a big pillow, something. But yeah, I mean, I could have bought something different, but that's why I bought this DR, was because it was the right deal and it would do what I needed to do, which was get my ass out here when I wanted to come out here without having to haul four-wheelers out here or bring a truck or anything else. I love to ride motorcycles. I missed riding dirt. I kind of wanted to try it again. So I had a need, I had an itch, and I scratched it. Haven't y'all ever done anything like that? If you guys like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. If you do that YouTube thing, check out the content on my channel. You can subscribe down below. Ring that bell to be notified the next time I drop a new video. And as always, thank you for your support. Stay safe and keep on riding.